First, I want to say I just thought of something that I'm not sharing. So that is possible and that does happen. And in fact, if I think of an audience, I would have shared it. Because it would seem like sort of good programming, kind of that style of information, teaching. But in terms of needing to express it, I don't need to express it. I don't need to express it to myself, to my future, to future me, to my future self. So it's out. And if I look at everything that way, then I don't have to, maybe I will reduce some of the weird feelings that I've had in my life that I'm performing. I don't like, there's a lot of, I've been self-critical many, many times and for many reasons over the many years. And many of emotion and function. Coexist. And emotion can demand all of our function. Or I don't know if this metaphor is, it's new. These are new thoughts. So if, because I don't think it's something where I would want to get into a percentage, but I do think emotion and function, then I kind of have to define what function is. Everyone knows what function is, but I just mean to do more work about it. It might be, I have a feeling it might be perfect, but I don't want to necessarily say that they're in competition because they can drive each other, meaning propel each other. But again, I don't know if journey metaphors, time, space, I'm not sure what to do about that. But if I can convince myself, if I can allow myself, permit myself and remit myself. There's one thing for me to, okay, so I've often said, I'm talking to younger me. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical because it's impossible. But then I would sort of say, well, there are people who may be like me was then. And then so I said dysfunction can be, so emotion, just took control. But I don't know what it was yet. And that's okay too. Meaning, okay, so it's not something that, it's not something that requires judging. Few things do require judging. I just tilted the phone away because I don't enjoy watching myself burp. Or is it because I don't want to be judged and then I'm not in myself? Because if it's because I don't want it, then it's valid. And if it's because... So you're destroying manners? Maybe. Because I think that, just maybe, that we, because I have a high opinion of human beings, and I think that if we please ourselves, we will be pleasant to each other, pleasing to each other, and that is the... I am a humanist after all. That is the way forward, the way out of problems, is to live for me, for us. Because I think that if we have faith in us, then we know we do love each other. We are social animals, and if we're living for ourselves, we will meet new people. We will check in on the people we... Okay, so the personal reason is that the noise of my joints cracking distracts me. I am very attuned to all sensory inputs, but I can learn. Like the rain is, maybe it's because it's so regular. I can probably train myself to stop attending to my joint cracks. Let me know how that goes. Can I? And I keep staring at the green dot because I think like Apple would be smart if they... Because sometimes I think Apple is smart. And so I reason that must be why they put the green dot next to where the camera is. But I also know... No, I don't know. But I think that the source of the light that is not a camera. I think that they're two separate. I don't normally... This might be a new way of identifying the bad feeling I just felt. When I run on and I feel bad, I'm feeling bad because I'm putting myself in someone else's shoes. And I'm thinking, why would anybody want to hear that? Or just now, about the holes in the camera, I was thinking, future me doesn't care about that. So but I think I also said I'm not sure whether I want, this is an experiment. I'm not sure whether I want to try to eliminate performing altogether, or whether it's possible to still be, a social human and do that. Can you do that in the real world? Because you're not always being recorded, Rob, and so you can't always justify future me, that framing of, future me wouldn't want to watch this, hear this. Another possible way that I'm thinking of this is that it's a record of my thinking. Oh, right, but I'm talking about when it's not recorded. Talking about multiple things at the same time, always. That's called living, that's called thinking. I guess some of the questions flying at me are like, if it's not for in an audience ever, then why does it even need to be pointed at your face or heard or uploaded? Can't you just, all right, calm down. What, throw the recordings away as soon as you make them, or not make them in the first place, like a normal person? See, that was negative, and that was from the point of view of someone else, not me. Judgment. I think I am trying to come up with a rationale for making these videos and putting them online, and then I can't, so I shouldn't. I don't have to make that decision right now. And I did realize that my theory that I loved about using Google's disk space, but also wanting to upload law videos and without editing, it's not possible because I used these songs, so they'll have to be edited, or I'll get a copyright strike. I obviously don't care about monetization, but I'm not sure, maybe I should research. Do they throw you off completely, or do they just demonetize you, in which case I would never care. But I think their goal is to put ads on that benefit the rights claimant. Is that what someone is identified as? A rights claimant? This is how I speak. I know I would like to say claimant, but that's really weird. Claimant. And I don't want to ever make anybody watch ads, but if they go up on YouTube, that's not really up to me anyway. So I want everyone to steal YouTube, that's fine. I won't share the URL to the videos. I can make that choice on a case-by-case basis. So do research and find out, if you put videos in that have copyrighted materials, do you lose your account or do you just lose the ability to make money off of it? And then when I have a thought just now that I don't express, is censorship, so that's a loaded word anyway. Let's find something better, because this isn't for clicks. There's no reason to use sensationalist language that causes sensations. I'm talking about our senses. No, I'm talking about our emotions. We'll get back to that. Maybe I shouldn't ever say we. Ça je do. No, that's don't say si. He's told to say we. Rights claimant. I guess it sounds like Queen Regnant to me. And which is appropriate because I think people... I like where this is headed. Landlords think that they're lords over property. Copyright is like being rights lords. And culture lords. IP, that's a dumb word. Well, I mean, but it shows what the problem is. So yeah. I'm a landlord. I own all these intellectual properties. I collect rents on them. But I don't think I like the word intellectual. Intellectual is sometimes used to mean smarty pantses, like as a noun. Intellectual property. Of course I don't. Of course I don't like the term. That's what you're saying. You don't like the concept. So maybe it's good that you don't like the term. So now I just had a thought. I wonder if people can hear me, because I have neighbors. And then I thought, the only the only reason that I would it isn't caring if people can hear me a factor of I don't want to be committed. I could hear our neighbor talking to himself for hours yesterday. But, oh my God, what if this is my, only way of communicating with the love of my life? It's not incest because it's just one person. And, I just had, just keeping you informed, I just had more thoughts that I didn't share. This all came about because of the word censorship. I'll get back to that. But I just had more thoughts I didn't share that seemed like, oh, that's embarrassing. I wouldn't want others to hear it. It's a debate, or is it because with the new management, all right, So I'm in the bathroom. So I think it's good to have realizations. For now, future me, current me is deciding you don't want to record yourself going to the bathroom. So this isn't, for now, I'm hypothesizing that cutting this off isn't for shame about others. It's about what I'm saying is a valid reason to, it's valid if it's for my own reasons.